Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group YouTube channel. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and the head trader at True Trading Group. In case you didn't know, TTG, that's what we call it, was a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool. We are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching on stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade, we also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody here in True Trading Group. Now, why should you listen to anything it is that I talk about on this channel? It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. Certainly didn't figure it out by watching YouTube videos and sitting in Discords. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. My first job right out of college, where they had me go through an educational training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. Then the stock market crashed. But it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have over 10,000 members from 115 different countries. We truly are a global community here at True Trading Group. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on these videos. I also go live on this channel quite frequently and multiple times a week. I go live. I share with you what happened in the markets. We go over lessons. We go over positions that I'm currently in. We go over positions that I'm going to be getting in. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I don't just tell you what happened yesterday or what happened today. I tell you very plain and openly exactly what I think is going to happen the next day and the day after and the week after. So you guys know exactly what it is that I'm doing with my own money. You can take that information, do with it whatever you want. The moderators and I have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions as a group of just around 80% now, going on roughly the last 4 years. So again, if you guys are new, subscribe, smash the like button, show some love. You don't want to miss these videos. All right, dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. And we're going to talk about some key lessons here today. Key lessons we're going to go over here today is going to be a confirmation signal that I like to call a false breakdown. False breakdowns at key support levels are just liquidity grabs, stop out a bunch of people with weak hands, and then the stock starts to churn and starts to push. It was a big trade for us today on Coinbase. On the back of that exact same lesson, I'm still long a piece of that position. We took profits off twice today, but I am still long. I'll tell you exactly what I think we're going to see from that, as Bitcoin made a nice little move today, kind of popping back up, going in to test that 45K area. That's a huge level for Bitcoin. We'll see if it is able to break. We're also going to be covering earnings, ARM, Disney, PayPal, all of it going absolutely crazy. Let's talk about the earnings first. Then we'll go over the positions that I'm in. And then we can talk about what I think we're going to get from those positions. I still do have 2 open positions. We'll talk about them. So let's talk about ARM first. Stock is absolutely exploding. Stock is up 35% after their earnings. Okay, they absolutely crushed earnings. Okay, absolutely crushed earnings. So here's the numbers. Earnings per share, 29 cents. That's against analyst expectations of 25 cents. But here's the big one. Sales, $824 million against analyst expectations of $761.6 million. That's a significant beat. Okay. They clocked a royalty revenue of $470 million. That's up 11% year over year, which has been driven by the semiconductor industry recovery and the rapidly increasing penetration of ARM v9 based chips, which typically command a much higher royalty rate. The company said it scored a better than expected license revenue of $354 million. That's up 18% year over year. And they saw strong bookings were due to strong demand for more advanced ARM CPUs as companies increase investment in AI across all end markets. Their adjusted gross margin for the third quarter was 96.7%. That's up 40 basis points year over year. Absolutely monster move. ARM delivered another quarter of record revenues driven by continued adoption of the world's most pervasive compute platform. That is from CEO Rene Haas. More customers moving to higher value ARM v9 technology combined with market share gains in cloud server and automotive resulted in strong royalty growth. The AI wave drove licensing growth as these new devices require ARM's performant and power efficient compute platform. They see fourth quarter adjusted earnings of 28 and 39 cents a share, much higher than analyst expectations of 21 cents. And they see fourth quarter revenue between $850 and $900 million, far exceeding analyst expectations of $780 million. Absolute monster. They see fiscal year 2024 earnings between $1.20 and $1.24 a share. That's against analyst expectations of $1.07. And they see revenue for 2024 at $3.155 to $3.205 billion against analyst expectations of just over $3.05 billion. So a much better than expected guidance from this company. You got a top and bottom line beat. You got the CEO saying all the right things. And you got a raised outlook for not just the next quarter, but for the entire fiscal year. That is why ARM is trading up 36%. It doesn't get much better than that. Okay, when you're looking at an earnings release, it does not get much better than what you just got from ARM. And the stock is ripping right now. It's trading more in the after hours than it did even during the market open. You can see we cleared out what was your previous all-time high at 80. You can see we've cleaned that out. That level's toast. Might not see that level again for quite a while. But you broke that level and you're just in no man's land right now. And I got a lot of people that were asking me, like members of True Trading, asking me, well, how am I going to trade ARM tomorrow? And the answer is I'm probably not, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily trade massive gap ups like this. More often than not, when you get massive gap ups like this, it's more of a momentum type of play. It's more difficult to structure a trade idea around support, resistance, find the chart setup, use your indicators, identify your buy zones, identify your stop loss and your profit targets. This is more of just kind of a momentum type of gauge. And when you get these massive gap ups like this, oftentimes the stock just kind of consolidates for the next couple of days. Like you take a look at Meta, you see that Meta had the big gap up, the stock's gone sideways, right? Amazon had the big gap up, the stock's gone sideways, right? You go back to when NVIDIA had that massive gap up last year when their earnings gap up. Remember that earnings gap up? And the stock you can see the stock just went sideways, right? So sometimes when you get these huge gap ups, and NVIDIA did break over $700 today, by the way. But when you get those massive gap ups, guys, I tend to stay away from them from a day trade. I don't think they're great day trades. They're excellent if you're already in it, right? Obviously. But if you're not in it and you're looking for a day trade, I honestly think there's going to be better things to trade. I think NVIDIA will be better to trade. I think AMD will be better to trade than trying to trade ARM tomorrow. It's going to be way more volatile than normal. And if you're going to be getting into a position like that with higher volatility, without clear-cut support and resistance levels, a lot easier for you to get shaken out of your position and the stock ends up moving in your favor anyway. And that can be very frustrating as traders. So I try to stay away from those type of things and find higher quality setups and better probability. Moving on to Disney. Disney had a nice earnings report also, guys, breaking above a key level for Disney. Let's see. Let me go through the numbers. Here we go. All right. Disney is also beat. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually, this is a miss. I'm sorry. Disney is a miss on sales. Ooh, but the earnings per share is nice. And you're looking at, I think they raised their dividend too. Let's go through. All right. So here we go. So earnings per share were 99 cents. That was exactly in line with expectations. Expectations were 99 cents, came in at 99 cents. Then they missed on sales, 23.5 billion versus 23.64 billion was the expectation. And here we get some comments from the company. We're on track to meet or exceed our $7.5 billion annualized savings target by the end of fiscal 2024, while we continue to look for further efficiency opportunities. They see fiscal year earnings per share to increase by at least 20% to $4.60 a share versus analyst expectation of $3.98 a share. The board also approved a new share repurchase program. There you go. That's where the stock is up 6%. They plan on targeting a $3 billion stock buyback program in 2024. That's a very large buyback program. And here's the dividend number. The Disney board declared a cash dividend of 45 cents a share. That is up 50% from the last dividend that was paid out in January. So bumping up the dividend by 50%, that's going to get investors excited to the upside as well. Disney is also taking a $1.5 billion stake in Epic Games to work with the Fortnite maker on new content. Okay. And, this is a correction here. We actually have a correction issued. The initial release, Q1 earnings per share, $1.22 versus the 99-cent estimate. The sales was correct. Okay, so scratch that before. Before I said 99 cents and it was in line, that was the analyst expectations. Earnings per share actually came in at $1.22. So they beat on earnings per share. They missed on sales. They beat on guidance for earnings per share. They issued a increase their dividend by 50%, and they issued a $3 billion share buy, or they agreed on a $3 billion buyback program. Okay, share buyback program. That's going to get this stock moved to the upside. That would get any stock really moving to the upside. Okay. And they also announced earlier today a standalone ESPN streaming option that's going to be just a sports-driven streaming platform. Disney announced that earlier today as well. So that's a news that you have going on there with Disney. You can see the stock is gapping up now about 6%. What I'm interested in is to see if we can hold this range. It's like 102 to 103. You can see this previous resistance that you had back here in the beginning of 2023. We cleared that out. Let's see if we can stabilize and stay above that now. There was some traffic there for about 3 months where the stock was unable to get back above 103. Now that we've cleared it, let's see if maybe that can become support and we can maybe try to get some longs off of that and see if we can get back up towards those earnings highs of 108. So that's one idea that we can look for there on Disney. Okay. So that's Disney and that's ARM. Those are the big ones. And then you also have PayPal came out with earnings. And this was just a nightmare. A nightmare to try to trade this thing after hours because earnings were good. You had a top and bottom line beat and the stock exploded. And then the company gave their guidance and it was flat for the year and the stock completely reversed. This thing closed at 63.5, went all the way to 69.5, and then dropped all the way down to 60. Then dropped all the way down to 60. So earnings per share were $1.48. That was a beat against $1.36. Sales, $8.03 billion. That was a beat against $7.87 billion. And that's why the stock initially moved higher. But then their guidance rather. Okay. Their guidance was flat on the year. And yeah, here it is. Soft guidance. Yep. Let's see. They expect first quarter revenues to increase approximately 6.5%. Adjusted earnings per share to expect to grow in the mid-single digit range compared to earnings per share of $1.17 in the prior year's period. They expect fiscal year or full year 2024 adjusted earnings to be in line with full year 2023 earnings of $5.10 a share. So that's flat. That's flat on earnings growth. And analysts were expecting $5.48. So they're coming in at 510, which is a flat year. That was the expectation. That was the number for 2023. So that's why the stock then instantly reversed. Okay, once that came out. So that's why you gotta be careful trading these earnings because you can have situations where, wow, earnings were really good, but the stock still goes down. And that's because of the issue soft guidance like PayPal did, the stock moves to the downside. And that's how you can get, even though Disney missed on sales and missed on revenue, they had other catalysts like increasing the dividend by 50% and issuing a $3 billion share buyback program. That gives you a 6% move to the upside rather than PayPal, a 6% move to the downside, right? And then ARM obviously crushed sales, crushed earnings per share, crushed guidance, and that stock's up 36%. And that's the name of the game. That's how it works. Earnings is not just about do they beat or miss. There's a lot more that goes into that, like whether it's a dividend raise, whether it is a share buyback program, and then obviously the guidance is most important. I'll tell you that the guidance is the most important thing when it comes to earnings, because when a company is reporting, you got to realize stocks trade on the expectations of what's going to happen down the road, right? So valuations, they're forward looking. Okay. So when you come out with earnings, yeah, it's great if earnings are good, but that already happened, right? So if someone's going to buy the stock now, they want to buy the stock now, not because you did great. They want to buy the stock now because you're going to do great. And that's why guidance is the biggest part, is the biggest piece to an earnings announcement. So you always got to be careful, guys, when you get that first initial print of sales and earnings per share. It's the guidance that usually will tell the tale. All right. So those are your major earnings releases today. Now let's go into a nice lesson on Coinbase. Coinbase was a beautiful trade for us today. We took entry literally right here, right in front of this VWAP after we got a confirmation buy signal on a failed breakdown, and then we ripped profits off into this move. My first take profit was here, and then my second take profit, a damn near top take this thing. My take, the high of the day is 124.40. I got shares out at 124.35. So damn near top take that thing from my entry down here at 117 and 32 cents. Okay, so 117 and 32 cents was the entry, and then take profit 1, take profit 2. I'm still in a piece of this position, but let's go over and let's talk about what this lesson is. And I'll tell you what I think the stock might do in the next couple of days or the next week or so, because that's how long I intend on being in this position. Now, what I'll show you is a support level that we had at 116, and that was yesterday's low and Monday's low, right? You guys can see this double bottom. I'll zoom in. See that tail? So that's double bottom right there. That's a low, and then that's a low. So there's a nice little support level there. Let me delete these green arrows, but I'm going to leave this line here. Now we're going to leave this line here, and we're going to go to a daily chart now. And what you'll see here now on Coinbase is, let's go back. You can see there's support, and prior to that, there's resistance, and prior to that, there's resistance. So this was a big level, right? This 115 level, this is at 115, 116, that's a big level. And we dropped right down into that area, and you can see we tried to hold it yesterday and Monday and put in that double bottom. And then you got a liquidity grab and you got a failed breakdown. Okay. A failed breakdown is when a level is broken briefly. A bunch of people get stopped out of their positions, and then you get an instant recovery. And this instant recovery and the strength of this recovery, a complete V bottom. See how this is a V bottom? Like this literally looks like the letter V. You see how that literally looks like the letter V? That is a failed breakdown. When you see a complete break, recover, and take back, that is a sign of a confirmation signal to now get long in front of that level. So I just waited for a little pullback into VWAP, and I took my fill right there for the long. Okay. Now looking for this support level to hold, and then you get this nice, beautiful upward move on coin. And I peeled profits off twice on the position, as we are going to look to see, can we break out of this descending wedge, right? Here's your descending wedge, right? Look at this nice downtrend line. See that nice downtrend line? And then here's the bottom end of the descending wedge. Now, descending wedges are bullish chart patterns. They're trend reversal chart patterns. And the pattern triggers if and when the stock is able to break up and out of that wedge, and then typically give you some upside move, a short-term upside move after that. This trade has not yet triggered. It's intended as a swing trade. I'm still long the position. I've taken profits off twice at a 2-to-1 already on my risk reward. So I like the position that I'm in. Almost, impossible for me to lose money on this trade at this point. Even if this completely reverses tomorrow and I get stopped out, the profits that I took on the trade at 2-to-1 today really protect me. Now can't lose money on the trade. It's all about how much can we make. And that's a good position for us to be in. And what I'm thinking about is a descending wedge into this support level with a failed breakdown and a take back. I'm looking to see if over the next 2 days we can break out of this level. And if we can break out of this level, then I think you can see Coinbase get into the mid 130s. And that's my target. And that's where I'm going to be getting out of this position. Let it be known, they have earnings on February 15th. I will not be in this position by February 15th. I'm looking for a move into earnings, take us back into the 130s, take profit and lock this in on the trade. Bitcoin is also, made a nice little move today. Let's pull up one of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Nice little green candle today right there, kind of breaking out of a key little level here. We're approaching 45K on Bitcoin. That's a big level for this for the crypto. If it can break through that, you could see MicroStrategy make a move. You can see a nice bottoming tail on MicroStrategy today, a nice little possible reversal signal. You can see Mara make a move. Mara's got huge resistance at $20. You can see Coinbase maybe make a move. So I'm positioned in this. Looking for more upside. We'll see if we can get it. And again, my target would be in the mid 130s. All right, guys. And that's a position that I am currently in. And I've been in this one, ISRG. I've been in this one for several days now. You can see we're just riding this trade line and we just keep going higher and higher. Right. So I'm just hanging into this position as we just go higher. And it's like every $2, I just take more profit until eventually I'm going to run out of shares here. I'm looking for us to get closer to 400 to then get flat on the position. So I'm hoping I can get maybe a day that looks like this, and then I can really start, I can start to bail on the last piece of the position. But I've already taken profits on this a handful of times also, but it is an open position. I am long, and I'll probably get out, final take profit if this thing drops under 385. Is what I'm probably going to look at. So you can see this 385 level here, right? I want to show this to you. So there you can see top resistance, right? And then you can see resistance. And then we broke above it, and then bottom tail held support, and then bottom tail held support. So previous all-time high double top was broken, tested today, held. Let's see now if we can get a follow-through candle tomorrow to like 396 maybe, and I can get some more profit off. I want to try to get this closer to 400. And maybe that 385 now acts as support. It can give us that pop up into those higher prices. So again, I am still long. Still long the position, but again, did take profits off a bunch already. And if you break underneath 385, I will be exiting the remainder of this position. So that's what I got cooking, guys. That's what I got open. Listen, here's what I'll tell you, right? Those of you that are on here that are just watching this as a regular, recap video, I go live on this YouTube channel several days during the week, but I want you to start getting this analysis in real time, not just after when the market's closed. I can tell you, hey, these are my positions. That's what I'm expecting, because you're already at 122.6. Let's say I'm right about Coinbase and Coinbase goes to 134, right? Let's say if I'm right, stock's already at 122.60. I'm in this thing from 117. So I want you to start seeing this in real time and getting the executions, because the 9 professional traders that are with you, when we enter positions, when our orders fill and execute, you get real-time notifications instantly to let you know exactly what price we're in on the positions that we just got into and when we get out as well. So I'm going to invite you to actually join our trial. I'm not going to sell you on a membership. I'm going to invite you to join our trial. Seeing is believing. Don't worry about this weekend. The weekend does not count against your trial. It's 7 days. It's 7 trading days. Okay, 7 trading days where you can come into our chat, talk to members, talk to the moderators, get the trade alerts, ask questions, go on the mobile app. So if you can't be in front of your computer, go on the mobile app. Over 82% of our members have full-time jobs. They all use the mobile app. It lets you be connected to our chat and give you the real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit positions. Go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out.com. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay $3, and then join our trial. Why do we charge $3? Good question. Let me explain. There is no automatic renewal. There is no automatic upgrade to a full membership. It's literally a one-time payment of $3. Why? We maintain a very high-quality chat room during the day. There are thousands of people logged into our platform at any given time during the day. We are all focused on one simple goal, and that's to make money. I do not want somebody coming into our house and just kicking a bunch of mud across the floor and being distractive, being disruptive while everybody's trying to make money. By charging you $3, it means you're going to put in your credit card information. It tells us that you are serious about this, and you're not more likely than not, You're going to come into chat, you're going to be respectful, and you're going to really enjoy yourself, and you're really focused on making money as well. I don't want people coming in there and spamming a bunch of stuff or saying a bunch of offensive things, breaking chat room rules, and being disruptive. So this is how we filter through that crap. All right. It is a one-time payment of $3. There is no automatic upgrade to an annual membership. After your 7-day trial is over, it just expires and you're never charged anything ever again. Go to ttgthree.com, enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay $3. It's a one-time payment. I promise it'll be the best damn $3 you guys have ever spent in your entire life. And then start seeing what's going on in chat. Get it in real time. Get these alerts in real time. Hear the analysis and start making better decisions. Start making some money. See what it's like to be part of our community. All right. So there you guys have it, folks. And again, it's 7 trading days. So the weekend and holidays do not count against your 7 days. It's 7 full trading days. All right. Good luck the rest of the way, folks. I hope to see all of you in chat on the platform. If you guys sign up as a trial member, hit me up in chat, say what's up, say hello, tell me you saw the YouTube channel and you guys join the trial. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Don't forget, there's 9 professional traders with you. So don't be shy. Talk to us. Ask us questions. That's why we're there. All right. I'll see you guys all later. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. If you haven't done so, subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. Show some love. Turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, gang.